So I was right in the middle of editing my latest video, which, let's be honest, it's a Yap video, and it's a Yap video about Reanimal. It's basically just a 20-minute long glaze of the demo because, honestly, I thought the demo was really bloody good, and I want to talk about it because I think we should celebrate things when they're good, as well as point out things that are bad. So I was in the middle of that, and I had to stop. I had to put the keyboard down. Not the keyboards go down, but you know what I'm saying. It just stays on the desk. The keyboard never moves, really. But the point is, I had to stop editing because the Dread XP showcase came out. This was a live stream showing a bunch of upcoming horror indie games. Now, there were so many cool looking games in this showcase. There was a ton of them. Way too many for me to list in this video. If you want to see the whole thing, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go watch the whole live stream if you want. But there were a ton of new games coming out, and I think I'll be covering quite a few of them over on the DLC channel, and maybe some of them even on this channel as well. Just a couple of the highlights. I don't want to leave anybody out, but these were just a couple of ones that stood out to me. There was a game called Broken Law, Don't Lie, which is a Silent Hill looking game. It's a spicy take, but it kind of in some ways looks more like Silent Hill than Silent Hill F, which is also really weird because it shares a bunch of things with Silent Hill F. It has a girl called Junko, and there's a lot about pills. So I don't know. It's very coincidental, I think, to say, but it looks really cool. I think it's part of a series because there's another game called Broken Law by the same developers called Broken Law Don't Watch, and I haven't played that, and I don't think I've seen anything about it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll play that one first. But that one looks really interesting, and I definitely want to do a playthrough for that. There's another game called Desktop Explorer, which is a creepy desktop sim. I don't know what you would call it, but it's one of those games where your PC is cursed. A little bit like Vile Exhumed, that kind of game, except this one, I think the PC is actually haunted or something. It definitely looks like the PC has a virus, and that virus might be a ghost or something. I don't know. But it looks like one of those little mystery type games, and you know I like a good mystery. You know I like a good little creepy mystery. There's also Shark Dentist. Now, this game I've seen already on Twitter. I've seen this a few times, but this game looks really fun. It looks silly, but in the right way. It is a horror game, and well, horror-ish game. It's a game where you've got to be a dentist to sharks, and if you make the wrong move, you get chomped. And I don't know, that sounds fun to me. I'll definitely be playing that one. There was another game called Riddlewood Manor. Now, this is a cute and creepy point-and-click game. And if you know me, if you really know me, you'll know that I really like a good point-and-click game, especially a creepy one. This is why Franbo is one of my favorite games ever, because it was a really cool, creepy point-and-click that had a little teeny touch of horror in there. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's another one that looks pretty good. And then right at the end, there was the announcement that we're going to be getting a paranormal activity game from the developers of The Mortuary Assistant. Now, I really liked The Mortuary Assistant. This is a game, if you've never seen it, it's a game where you are, in case you couldn't figure it out, you are a mortuary's assistant, and you have to go in, and every night you've got to go and do the night shift, and you get haunted by weird stuff. Now, I wasn't a massive fan of the mechanics of that game because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Every single corpse or cadaver, whatever you want to call it, every single one, you had to do the same steps in the same order every single time, and I found that just a little bit repetitive. But I really, really did like the tone, the atmosphere, and the horror of that game. The jump scares in that game, some of them were brilliant. So I'm actually kind of excited to see a paranormal activity game. The trailer for this one looks really interesting. It looks really cool. So yeah, I will definitely be doing a playthrough of that one over on the DLC channel as well. Those were just a few of the standouts of the games, and if there's any more in that showcase that you watched that you really want me to do a playthrough, let me know down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But the most interesting thing, in my opinion, that we got was the reveal or the release date of Amanda the Adventurer 3. Now, if you've never seen Amanda the Adventurer 3, this game series is great. This is a puzzle series with a building mystery. So the first two games have been building up this mystery. And the game series is essentially a cursed VHS style series where I think, because we don't know yet, I think that their souls are being taken and put inside the VHS tapes, and they get trapped in the VHS tape world. Now, there may be a demon. I've made theories on this game before. There may be a demon. There is definitely a company that's really evil, and they're named after the Pied Piper of Hamelin. So, you know, there's this idea. Oh yeah, by the way, children in this world, they get sucked into the TV. They get really like addicted to watching the show, and then the show takes them. They go missing into the TV world. One of to this day, one of the creepiest FMV cutscenes I've ever seen in a game was the one where the little girl gets taken into the show. It was just brilliant. It was great. And so I'm really looking forward to the third game. The third game is going to be the final one. Now, as I said, the previous two games have been building up this mystery, so I'm assuming that we are going to get a conclusion to the story. We're going to have some of these mysteries are finally going to be revealed. So it's really exciting to finally get the conclusion to that story. I'm hoping that, well, I'll definitely be doing a playthrough on the DLC channel. I've already played the other two games, and I'm hoping that I will be able to do at least one lore video on it, because I just really like that series. It's really cool. But the best part about this was they now revealed the release date, and it's coming in 2 weeks. It's literally releasing in 2 weeks today. So super soon. We've already had the demo. I played the demo. That was great. But the game is coming out in 2 weeks. So that's kind of good. I'm actually really glad, because I'm in a weird spot with this channel at the moment, because I was kind of hoping that these next few weeks were going to be filled with Little Nightmares content, and I still do have Little Nightmares content coming. Don't worry. I've still got a couple of videos that I want to do. But if I'm being entirely honest, I'm just not as motivated as I was hoping to be, because I just didn't enjoy the game as much. I know I've already made a bunch of videos complaining about Little Nightmares 3. I'm not going to do that again. But, well, I will in the Reanimal video that I'm editing after this one. But I still have a couple of lore videos, but I was hoping that there would be tons of content for me to do. And there just isn't that much. There just isn't that much lore content I can realistically do for Little Nightmares 3, because, well, there isn't that much stuff to theorize over. There just isn't as much stuff to, you know, hidden things to talk about, or there isn't really that much that needs explaining, in my opinion. So I've still got a couple of videos, but I am kind of, I don't know, I thought this was going to be, you know, a nice busy period. Like whenever a Puppy Playtime chapter comes out, it's so much fun to have loads of videos to do for you guys. And so I'm excited to get Amanda. I will be doing, I'm kind of tempted, and I mentioned this in the next video, I'm kind of tempted to do a things you might have missed video for Reanimal demo, because I feel like there are more hidden things that I can talk about in the Reanimal demo than there was in Little Nightmare 3. So I genuinely might do a things you might have missed video for the Reanimal demo, but I don't know. Either way, I'm kind of in a, I don't know, I'm not in a down patch. Like, the channel's doing really well. I've got loads of things that I could be doing, but I was just hoping that we would have so many Little Nightmares videos. Again, it's one of my favorite series to cover, and there just isn't much to talk about. So, all right, that's pretty much it. The Amanda the Adventurer 3 is coming out in 2 weeks. I will be playing it. An early key would be nice, Dread XP, just saying. Just saying, I like to do lots of lore content, just saying. But yeah, 2 weeks today. So I'll be doing a playthrough, then I'll be doing a lore video, and we'll see. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.